Hello everyone, welcome to Jets TV. Please comment, rate, subscribe guys, comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos as well, folks. I want to thank everyone that does watch and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. So without further ado, folks, come on. It's NFL time. It's time to talk about what we got going on. I'm ready to get into my week 4 picks, all right? We got stuff coming up, but whoa. I heard you guys. I heard you, all right? Thank you guys for keeping me honest. I need to do my week 3 recap first, all right? I need to talk about my picks last week. I need to talk about how they turned out, all right? So let's get into my recap first for week 3, all right? So first game I covered, Rams at Chargers. Took the Rams in this game and I got myself a win. Rams beat the Chargers 35-23, man. Rams just keeping things moving. That defense looks extremely solid. Offense putting stuff together as well. So shout out to you Rams fans. Guys got yourselves a win. I got myself a win as well. Next game I covered, Bills at Vikings. Took the Vikings in this game. I was super confident. Said the Bills didn't even have a chance. The Vikings are coming to town. It's said and done. Boy, was I wrong. I took a L. Bills beat the Vikings 27-6, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right. Shout out to Bills fans who were in my inbox immediately after the game to let me know what had happened. So you guys got yourselves a win. I took the Vikings and I got myself a loss. And last but not least, guys, our favorite game, the Jets game. Jets at Browns. I took the Jets in this game. I was very cautious, and I got myself a loss. Browns beat the Jets 21-17. This was an ugly game for the Jets. You know, early, things were looking really good. Tyrod was out there. We were able to get after him. He missed some shots deep. There were some guys open that he just could not hit. But, man, he goes down with an injury, and Mayfield gets up off that bench, and things just changed. There was a lot of mistakes on the Jets side, a lot of bad penalties, you know, just undisciplined play defensively, and you know, even the play calling. There was not a lot of defensive adjustments at all. Not a lot of pressure dialed up for Mayfield either. Just issues, just absolute issues. I mean, Sam had guys all over him all night in that game. It was just bad. It's just bad, and you know, the Jets didn't play well, so. Shout out to the Browns fans. You guys got yourselves a win. I took the Jets, so I got myself a loss. So now what I want to do, man, is I want to put that behind me as far as possible. All right, I want that week gone. All right, that week is in the past. I'm ready to move forward. So now I want to cover week 4. All right, I want to get into week 4 picks. I want to talk about what we got coming up this week as far as football. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. First game I want to cover from week 4. Bucs at Bears. Man. The Bucs. The Bucs stops here. The Bucs have looked, you know, very solid. Ryan Fitzpatrick has put together a string of 400-yard games. It is crazy. Like this was an unbelievable start, and he's gotten that start because Jameis Winston had his 3-game suspension. Now he's coming back from a 3-game suspension. From the reports, it looks like they're going to continue to start Fitz, which I totally understand. Winston's just coming back. There's no way that he, you know, will be totally ready, I would think, right now. So it looks like they will start Fitz. They're keeping things close to the chest, but again, from reports, it seems like they're going to continue to roll with Ryan Fitzpatrick. You know, Fitz is really launching the football. I mean, he's throwing it up. Evans and you know, Deshaun Jackson are having days in every single game. You know, but I think in this game in particular, when you look what the Bears have, especially defensively, I don't know if they can keep that offensive production up for Fitz, because there's guys that can get after Fitz on this Bears defense. So I think what we'll see here is we'll see a bit more of the running game. And when you look at the Buccaneers running game, they have a solid back that I like. I think he hasn't had the production just yet because they're throwing the ball so well. But Peyton Barber is a guy that I really like. When they put the ball in his hands, this guy finds holes and he will absolutely rip you up. He's a very quick back. I mean, and he's a guy that can scoot and move around. And once he finds open space, he'll make you pay. You know, so I think they'll put the ball in his hands a bit more just to keep the Bears defense kind of off kilter. So you're just not dropping back and having Fitz just get rocked every single time. When you go to the Bears side of the ball, listen, Khalil Mack is the answer. All right. You want all of this 400-yard game stuff to stop? Let Khalil Mack just absolutely go nuts, and I think that he will. If the Bucs think they're just going to drop back and sit there, Khalil Mack is absolutely going to shut that down. You look at the offensive side of the Bears, though. That's when I'm getting a little worried here. I want Mitch Trubisky to really step up. You know, he's got targets. You got Allen Robinson. You got Cohen out there. You got guys that can, produce offensively. When you look at the last game, he only had 220 yards, I think, against the Cardinals and an interception. I'm just like, Mitch, you got to, you know what I'm saying? I need you to step it up a bit. I need you to come along a little bit here because, you got guys out there. And this Bears team is very, very solid. And you can only go as far as, his play. He's the starting QB here. So with all that said, I'm taking the Bears to beat the Bucs 28-23, man. I think they pull it out. Like I said, I think Khalil Mack is going to get after it. I don't think it's just going to be an easy day back there for Fitz at all. And again, when you get pressure on Fitz, even though he's had a great start, we saw it in the Steelers game, he'll throw some interceptions, all right? And he'll give you opportunities, to put your offense out on the field and see if you can get some scores. So again, I am taking the Bears to beat the Bucs. So next game I want to cover, Chiefs at Broncos. Woo! Let me tell you something. The Broncos have got a team coming to town, all right? Division rival. Listen, you got to stop Mahomes, all right? This guy is going crazy. You got to slow that down. While Miller get after it. Like somebody has got to make this kid look human at some point, all right? You look at them offensively as well. Sanders, I think, is a hell of a receiver, and he's going out there and putting up numbers. I think Case Keenum has to continue to find him, particularly when they move him in the slot as well. I think that's where Sanders is really going to make his money in this game. He'll have some favorable matchups. And the Broncos also have to run the ball effectively. Keep the clock rolling. Keep that Chiefs offense on the sidelines. You can just continue to, barrel down the field. Lindsay is a guy that they've put in the game, with the Broncos, very solid young running back, and I want to see the ball put in his hands early and often. You look at the Chiefs side of the ball. The only question I have about the Chiefs, they have a great offense, and a great offensive play caller, as we all know. Hill's going off, Kelsey's going off. Is this the week where Mahomes just looks human? Like, is this the week, that we say, okay, here's the up and down, This is first year starting. We all know they moved on from Alex Smith. This kid has just been lighting the NFL up, man. He's been lighting people up left and right with his arm. And not just that, if he brings it down and tucks it, he can run too. It's amazing what this young kid is out there doing. But is this the week? Well, we'll see him be slowed down a bit. That's the only question I have about the Chiefs because they're so explosive offensively. They also have to do a bit better job against the run defensively as well. This Chiefs defense is looking kind of soft a little bit at times, all right? They got to put some stuff together. But if they slow down the run a little and just let Mahomes continue to do his things, I don't know if anybody can beat him. So with all that said, I am taking the Chiefs to beat the Broncos 30-17. All right, 30-17. I'm taking the Chiefs. I think Mahomes continues to do his thing, and the Chiefs just continue to look good. So shout out to Chiefs fans. So next game I want to cover, man. My favorite game, your favorite game, our favorite game, the Jets game, baby. Let's talk about it. Jets at Jags. Oh, man. What a team. What a team we got coming to town. You look at the Jets side of the ball. First and foremost, I'm going to start offensively because I think that's where the big key for us is. We've got to protect Sam Darnold. This Jags defense, I mean, I don't want to go on and on and on about them, but they're just serious business. There's just no question. You got Ramsey, Aboye on the outside. They have pass rusher after pass rusher, guys that can get after you. Yannick, they got Malik Jackson going up. They got Fowler, Miles Jack. They just got so many guys from so many Pro Bowlers on this defense. It's just ridiculous. We've got to find a way to protect Sam. Jeremy Bates has to really draw up an effective plan to make sure that the pressure does not get to Sam's face. Because again, Sam, he's a very wise QB. He's young. He shows veteran traits at times where you think, whoa, this kid is way wise beyond his years. But let me tell you something. Any quarterback in the NFL, you start allowing pressure, particularly up the middle, and that's where we've seen some issues around here. Carpenter, Long, Winters, from time to time, the pressure just comes up front. You put guys in Sam's face that way, it's going to be some issues. When he starts getting banged around and taking big shots, it's going to be some issues there. You cannot do that because it's going to lead to him being gun shy or just turning the ball over. We've got to run the ball effectively. If there's any weakness in the Jags defense, it's the fact that at times you can run against them, man. And once you start moving the ball that way, they really start to kind of look differently as a defense. You can definitely attack them on the ground. So Bilal Powell, Crowell, we need to give them heavy doses of that. Heavy doses of Bilal Powell and Crowell. You look at defensively, listen, we've got to get after Blake Bortles, point blank, period. And I think that's the bigger question for the Jags as well is what Bortles shows up. I think if we get pressure on Blake and we force him, to make difficult throws, whether it be on the move or just give him a bit time, listen, he will turn the football over. I understand that he's, a bit more cautious than he has been in the past because in the past he would just chuck it up and whatever happens would happen. But let me tell you, he's still Blake Bortles. He's still a very volatile quarterback. And I think if you draw up some blitz packages with Darren Lee, we've seen Avery Williamson really come on this season and really be effective for us, in the blitz as well, smacking QBs around. You have to get those guys involved in the game. And I think once we start banging Bortles around and really putting things together to really confuse him, that he'll give us a chance because he will turn the football over. One big question is Leonard Fournette. Will he be playing? The Jags is keeping it real close to the chest about whether he'll start or not. It looks like he will. It looks like he'll be returning against us from that hamstring injury. I'm very worried about that because it's Leonard Fournette. I mean, this guy is serious business. He's a big-time running back, and usually when he comes back off of injuries, he runs with just a type of violence that I've never seen, almost, never seen before. This dude is ferocious, man. I mean, he's a guy that will blow right through your tackles. He will punish you. He's just so physical as a back. It's crazy. But I think the bigger threat from him as well is his ability to catch the football. They often run, little plays for him where he'll come out on a swing and catch a football. And, man, he really just makes guys pay. Corner, safeties, guys like that just get absolutely demolished out there. So that's a big part of the game plan we got to focus. We've got to shut down the run. Our guys up front, Leonard Williams, Shepard, all these other guys we got up there, they have to attack that. We cannot let Leonard Fournette get matriculating down the field and be a big part of this offensive game plan. So with that said, guys, I am taking the Jags to win this game, man. I'm taking the Jags, and I think the Jags will win 23-10. 23-10, I'm taking the Jags. I think it's going to be a hard-fought game. I don't think this is a game that we walk away, thinking negatively about Sam. I think we'll see him, really be a warrior out there, really take shots, get right back up, and continue to play. But I just think that they're so much more talented than us. They just have the personnel in place that they'll beat us. My bigger question out of all of this, and this is one that's going to be answered during the game, is just what will our coaching look like? How will Todd Bowles look in this game? Will he make adjustments in this game and put us in a better position, to be competitive and possibly win the game, even though, I'm picking against us. I really want to see how he reacts to some of the things that the Jaguars are going to do. So that's the bigger question because a lot of fans really are turning the heat up under him. And, I mean, it is what it is. So, again, I'm taking the Jags to beat the Jets 23-10. So, with that said, folks, please comment, rate, subscribe, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does watch and share my videos. You folks are the best. Listen, Sunday is here. All right, Sunday is here. Enjoy yourselves with your family. Sit down, watch some football. Have a great beverage. Eat some pizza, hot dogs, whatever it is you eat, and just enjoy yourself, all right? So have a good one, folks. Peace.